Seja bem-vindo, você que é fã da São Silvestre, fã de corrida, fã de maratona. Meu nome é Gabriel Assis, estou aqui com meu amigo Marcelo Bacejo e hoje é um dia muito especial. A gente está aqui para trocar uma ideia, fazer uma entrevista com simplesmente o maior vencedor da história da São Silvestre. Além disso, ele é 5 vezes campeão do mundo cross-country, ele também é medalhista olímpico. Enfim, uma carreira maravilhosa. Ele venceu a São Silvestre 5 vezes, 95, 96, 98, 99, 2000. E hoje ele nos dá esse presente da presença dele aqui com a gente no ano da 100ª São Silvestre. Paul, thank you for being here. Very nice to meet you. And I want you to know, at the first place, when you think about the 100th edition of São Silvestre, what's the first memory that comes to mind?
Thank you again, and this is my pleasure to be back again in São Paulo, and more importantly in Brazil, which it is my second home. Celebrating 100 years, that is monumental achievement, and more importantly, history. Yeah. And especially when you talk of a race which was started probably very early 90s.
Yeah.
To celebrate 100 years is something huge. Personally, I want to say that to the all organizers and the people who came up with the idea of hosting this event has given a lot of us, including me, an opportunity to grow my career, get experience, and to be able to grow to be at the top in the world. So I want to say that I'm so happy that this time, at this hour in the world, São Silvestre race is celebrating 100 years. This is huge. Yeah. And I would love to be part of this history.
You are part of the history. Yeah.
Vamos lá. Boa. Paul Tergat, it's an honor to receive you here. Thank you for attending our invitation. I think it's fair to say you're a legendary athlete, not only here in Brazil, but in your country, in Kenya, and globally, because you're double silver Olympic medalist, the most victorious athlete of São Silvestre. So I would like to start asking you about your first win in São Silvestre. It was in 1995, if I'm not wrong. What comes to mind when you remember that first win in Brazil, and what made you accept the challenge of compete in the last day of the year?
Yes, thank you again. And as I said again, for me, my first time competing in Brazil, especially in São Paulo, São Silvestre at the end of the year. For me, that was a memorable event. And for my first time, and that is why I call São Paulo, and especially Brazil in general as a nation, my second home. When I came for the first time, competing in the night and winning the race, for me that was huge. And remember that time, we were celebrating the New Year. There was a carnival after. I had never seen that. I had never seen that in my life. And it was something very unique to me. The memories that I have since that time made me to love to come back again. Because an event in the evening, ending the year, with a cultural event, that was huge for me. As an individual, I had never seen it before. And my memory and since that time remain. And that's why I always want to come to compete in the same race.
Yeah. When you won, you could just have stayed for the carnival, right? For
Carnival is... I've never seen it before. It was my first time.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
And you were 2 months away from the real carnival.
Yeah.
Imagine.
From the real carnival.
Yeah, but the one for the New Year in the night,
Yeah.
I've never seen that. It was, yeah.
It's incredible. And, like, When you prepare for a São Silvestre, what are the greatest challenges, the biggest challenges, like the greatest difficulties when you are planning your strategy for the run? Like, what about the elevations, the terrain, the track? What are your biggest concerns preparing for São Silvestre?
Yes, as I said again, my first time when I came to compete here, I never anticipated the toughest course of a road race.
Yeah.
When, especially when you are going through the hill. What is the name of the...
Brigadeiro.
Brigadeiro. That was mind-boggling. And remember, the weather was not friendly. It was very hot. It was very humid.
It's summer
that
here.
time. Yes. So for me, was an experience, and I love to enjoy that experience. I love always something which is tough, something which challenges me every time.
Yeah.
That's what made me to be even stronger in my career as an athlete.
Brigadeiro is not easy,
Not
even for
easy?
a Paul Tergat.
Not easy. It was tough.
Yeah.
Paul, you won twice in a row and then 3 editions in a row. There was something in special when you think about your preparation for the race. You did something special to be prepared to compete at the highest level, to not giving a chance to your rivals, because we're talking about a period that you competed with Vanderlei Cordeiro de Lima, a legendary athlete from Brazil,
Yes.
for example. So you were not running alone. You were alone. You were running alongside great athletes, and you did, winning 5 times and becoming a legend. What's the secret?
The secret is very simple. It is like in life, you don't live alone. In sports, teamwork, training as a team gives you an advantage because you learn how to compete with others. So for me, and especially in Kenya, I used to have my team. People that we were, regardless whether it's raining, it is sunny, it is muddy, everything, we are all together. And that is why, for my career, I enjoyed competing in a team as a team. And especially when we come to the long distance, you can't finish training for a marathon or even long distance alone, and you expect to perform. You have to be closer and pushing each other to achieve that class. As you have said again, even preparing to come and compete in São Silvestre, I knew that there will be other athletes from all over the world. Ethiopia, England, also from my colleagues and friends from Brazil. They were also competing here. And I want to say that one day that time is there were so many athletes coming from all over the world competing here. And this race, it has huge support from the public. Especially as you go through the hill. Brigadeiro. There were so many spectators cheering you. And that is where you need help. It is very tough. It's almost the end of the race. So you need people to cheer you and encourage you to finish. And by doing that, it is not only competing with the athletes, but also you need spectators to cheer you so that you can get more focused until the end. So I want to say that for me, I've always been a team player, working and supporting each other. Even for me to be whom I am today is because of the foundation of competing and training with others. Because in life, you cannot be alone. You cannot walk in a lonely path. You have to be working with people.
And when you talk about the public support, it's something magic because you're not a Brazilian runner, even though you're receiving all the support from the public. And you start to realize that Brazilian people admires you, inspire. You create a source of, I think it's fair to say, you are a source of inspiration for the Brazilian runners, for the Brazilian public, for the Brazilian fans. How do you feel about that?
Again, let me rephrase it again. That as I always come here, even when I was young, I used to follow the football from Brazil. Footballers from Brazil were the top of the world, and they are still the best even now. Brazilian population are sports fanatics. They are people who love sports in a big sense. So even when I'm here, I could feel that I'm at home. People who love, and it does not matter where you come from or who you are, they support each and every athlete who is coming to compete in São Silvestre. And that is very unique. And for me to see that huge population coming and cheering athletes, it is something, was that during those days, it was unique. And I'm very proud, yes.
And who's your favorite Brazilian football player?
There's been always great Brazilian footballers. The biggest one, which is
Pelé?
Pelé.
Pelé.
Yes, Pelé was inspiration to everybody who wants to be in sports. Even we don't know him, we had never met him, but his name was global. It was a global brand.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has been in this building actually.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm sitting where you was sitting here before?
He was here.
Oh,
he was
good.
Here.
Excellent.
Yeah. And if you could think about all your 5 victories in São Silvestre and just choose one single moment to take a photo and keep it forever, which moment would that be?
I just want the moment which was very crucial to me, and I'll still remember until today, was the year 2000.
The last.
The last one.
The last dance.
Yes, the last dance. The most why I'm saying this is that this was my last event, and for me, I was focusing for the bigger picture. I was moving to the marathon, which needs a lot of mileage, needs a lot of focus, and I had a goal that I'm moving to marathon. I need one time to write history. I need to break a world record. So I left it, but focusing the bigger picture. You have to have ambition in anything that you want to do. Even new guys, you have to have an ambition in life. So for me, when middle was leaving this other side, I had a bigger picture to try a world record. And for real, after 2000, in 2 years, I broke the world record in Berlin.
Yeah.
And that was a big for me. So 2000 was a major one because I knew I had been in this race. I've won it for the last five years, this race. First 97 is when I lost to the Brazilian guy. Emerson, yes.
Yeah.
And I was happy that finally the guy who won or who beat me that time was a guy from the local guy coming from Brazil, not somebody from outside. So for me, I was happy.
Yeah, your greatness is so strong for everybody that Emerson is known as the guy who beat Paul Tergat.
Yes, yes, and that is how
incredible achievement.
And that is how sport is. In sport, sports bring people together. Yeah. Sports is not an avenue to create enemies. It is not. It is a platform to bring everyone, regardless of your color, your background, your territorial, where you come from. Sports bring people together, and we celebrate once we are finishing. Yeah. If I lose today, we hug each other, and then we say we meet tomorrow. Yeah, and that is the truth. Yes.
That's sports, right?
Mr. Paul, I would like to know how São Silvestre has helped you to break the world record in marathon 3 years after your last win in São Silvestre in Berlin. You had the ambition to go to another stage, a bigger distance, a longer distance, and then when you break the record, of course, the 5 editions that you win in São Silvestre has helped you in many ways to achieve that kind of goal, which is massive. So I would like to know how São Silvestre has helped you to break the record in marathon and then establish yourself as a legendary athlete.
Yes, as I said again, and I'm very proud with what the question that you have just raised. Competing here for the last 5 years, for 5 years that I've won 2 and then 3 consecutively. This is a moment that made me to be who I am. It increased my ambition to even to go higher every time. And that's why I'm saying São Silvestre gave me a platform, a foundation also, to be a more aggressive and more challenging to anything that comes my way. And by doing that, I've been able maybe to witness so much ever since I competed in São Silvestre. Why I'm saying this is that they gave me a platform to believe in myself that yes, everything that you do is possible. And by doing that, I remember even when I was still a track runner, I knew everything that I choose to do, I give my best. I went to the road racing, cross country. I won 5 times in World Cross Country Championship in a row. It is not easy. It is not a walk on the park. Winning globally 5 in a row, it is a tough one. Every year, everybody is looking up to you. And for me, and you see, you are running against the very best around the world. So for me, even coming to compete and winning, I won 5 times. 5 times. As much as it was not in a row, but 5 times. That was a foundation of my history. Even when I retired, I will never forget that. I will never forget that.
That was what has encouraged you and increased your level of confidence to give the next step.
Exactly. And that is why every time after 5 years I say, I think it's my high time now to try something more challenging.
Okay.
And that is why I decided now to go to the marathon. And marathon is tough. You finish 2 kilometers and you realize you still have 40 kilometers away.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have 5 more minutes, so I need to ask you 2 things.
Yes.
First of all, are you running this year's edition?
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward that São Silvestre is, as I said again, is part of me. I have a lot of history.
Yeah.
When I look back about myself, São Silvestre gave me huge backup in my life. And I'm looking forward to be here, hopefully in December again.
Oh, great.
Yes.
We have to see that. And if you could speak directly to everybody who will be on the start line on December 31st, what would you say to them?
Yes, to all the public and especially for fun runners, professionals, each and everyone, please secure your number now to compete on the 1st of this year, of December. And remember, competing is an opportunity, a life opportunity. Even if you are number 100 or 200, once, so long as you finish, you are a winner. So we all come and compete.
Yeah, great.
And what kind of advice you can give to them in terms of performance, in terms of training, what they can do to improve their pace or have more gas to face the hills like Brigadeiro? What technical advice you can give to them?
The technical advice, especially if you are approaching to fight Tricatero hill, start training now because you still have time. You can prepare every day, every weekend. try as much as possible to be active and be fit. And by then, when it comes to December, you will easily you can finish this race, no challenge. The only thing is that don't focus more, but don't see the negativity. Please make sure that let's meet there and we compete together.
Yeah, great. Well, Paul, it was a real honor to host you here, host someone who helped writing defining chapters of São Silvestre. So thank you very much for your time, for being here. It was a great day for us. We hope to see you again on December. Bacejo, valeu demais. Pessoal, é isso, hein? De São Paulo pro mundo, do Quênia pra história. Paul Tergat aqui com a gente na 100ª edição da São Silvestre. A gente celebra essa corrida centenária de tanta história. E o Paul Tergat é uma das maiores figuras e uma das maiores partes dessa história centenária de São Silvestre aqui na Fundação Casper Libero, tá certo? E aqui, como sempre, o slogan desse ano, né? Celebre essa tradição, meu amigo. Vamos celebrar 100 anos de São Silvestre, viu? E todo mundo é parte disso. Muito obrigado.